Alright guys, welcome back to your boy Motorman Dan, and today we're going to be talking about the Haymaker. Drops from ceiling and spins damaging and throwing enemies, deals physical damage. The Haymaker has been a staple in, I think, every single Orcs Must Die game. I know it was in 2, I'm pretty sure it was in 1. And it was even in Unchained. So we have level upgrades to increase the damage, we have unique upgrades to increase the duration or increase knockback force. You have to deal damage to complete the unique upgrades. As far as the unique upgrade I like to run is usually increased duration, simply due to the fact that it is more reliable when it's active for longer periods of time. One of the good places I think that a Haymaker has within a kill box is to siphon out Cobalt Sappers. So there's a few ways to deal with Sappers really effectively. One is gravity pillars, especially if you go late game endless. Damaging stuff like lasers and Briar, they work, but they don't work super late. And I think Haymakers and I think gravity pillars work really, really well once you reach that late game endless stage, when things have too much, health and they'll run through your stuff. So I think Haymakers are really good for those low ceilings, and then of course gravity pillars are really good for the high ceilings. Because it does so much damage, as well as, crowd controls and maybe tosses them into other traps and such, causing them to take more damage because they're, considered launched, which is double damage and all that. I think Haymakers are actually really solid with Sappers. Now you do have to make sure you're not like ping-ponging them around, or I guess it kind of reminds me of a foosball table and knocking them over your own barricades, right? It's like scoring on yourself when you play foosball. So that you do have to watch out for that, and I wouldn't place it everywhere. If you have like right in front of a door, and you have another ceiling trap, that you can kind of put the other ceiling trap farther back towards your barricades and use the Haymaker toward the door, kind of deal, right? Something like that. Anyways, yeah, so I do like it. We used it on our Wave 1000 run because it helped knock all the enemies off. The gravity pillar kept snagging them when the flip trap hit them. But the Haymaker, because it's not super powerful, it still knocked them over the edge without knocking them, too far over the edge. So it's definitely a good support trap to have if you want to run it. And it's pretty fun to use, for sure. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the game files. All right, the first one, we're going to start with the Haymaker attributes. We have the damage per second at 24 and base knockback force at 90,000. The knockback force, not exactly sure what that means. If you want to find out some more information about the idea of physics within the game, check out the flip trap video for this series. The 24 per second, I'm imagining that's like everything that it hits, because these pegs, when they hit an enemy, when they collide with an enemy, it sends the enemy airborne, but also it does damage. And I know that when they're airborne, they take damage from the other pegs as well. So I think it's each individual peg, but maybe spins a full circle every second, maybe? I'm not exactly sure on that, but I don't use them that much. but I do know that that's how they work, so I'm assuming, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 95% positive that each hits 24, but if, of course, they get hit while they're airborne, they take double damage, being 48. All right, let's go over to the trap protos, the Haymaker. Blue. Here we go. Trigger delay 0.5 seconds. Trigger duration of 4 seconds. Cooldown is 10 seconds. Coin value is 700. And you can acquire it by spending 5 skulls. And that's about it. That's all there is to it. Now let's go to the upgrade protos for the Haymaker. We have 4 skulls to increase damage by 8. So that takes it from, was it 24 damage per second to 32 damage per second. And then we have another one for another 8 damage, taking it to 40. And then we have one taking it to 48 damage per second. So like I said, pretty good damage, to be honest. And it might be something that you would use to help take care of Sappers if you have a low ceiling to do that with, and also want to use it, All right, here we have the specials, or the uniques. We have increased duration by 2 seconds, knocking it up to 6. And then we have increased knockback force by 20,000. So again, whatever that means, not sure. But yeah, that's there. All right, that's basically everything for the Haymaker, guys. I don't really need to show it in game. Like I said, it's been a staple in all of the Orcs games. But feel free to check it out, use it if you like it. You know, I got to admit, I don't use it a lot, but I do like using it, and have recently, in my recent streams, have been using it a little bit more. So feel free to check that out if you haven't. And as always, guys, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow. I stream on Twitch, upload to YouTube. If you are subscribed to me on YouTube, then you'll get a notification when I'm live on Twitch, so you can check me out there. And with that being said, guys, as always, have a good day, and I will catch you on the flip side. All right, deuces.